there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Candy and I have a very large Temu haul to share with you guys. So we'll just jump right into it. The first thing I picked up was this scoreboard. So I wanted something a little smaller for some of the smaller journals and notebooks that I make. So I did get this small little scoreboard. It was $4.92 with 2 price adjustments. It comes with this tool, but I probably won't use it. Don't like the looks of it, but it's kind of small. But I have some of my own that I'll use, obviously, instead. So anyway, moving on. I realized in my last few hauls that I tend to talk a lot, so I'm going to try to keep the chatter down and just show you what I got. So I did pick up some foam tape. This was $2.47. I don't think it says how, it doesn't say how much is in here. Oh, 10 millimeters, so whatever that equals. So foam tape, some more double-sided tape. There's 3 rolls in here for $4.55, but I was looking for this size. And I do use score tape, the actual brand name score tape, but it is a lot more expensive. But sometimes when you're mass producing books, you can go through it pretty quickly. So I did get this just for some other projects I'm working on. And I picked up a couple more of the inkers. See if this is what this is called. It doesn't say what it's called. It's $2.05 for each one of these, and it comes with 2 in a pack. But you can use these. You can use these to ink the corners and the ends of your papers, things like that, or just to make a design with. So you can just use these with your ink pads, and instead of having to use the ink pad and try to ink the sides, which they don't fit too well into the corners. Right, and then I picked up a couple of dies. So let's go through the dies here. And as always, I will put a picture of what the completed item looks like, if needed. I don't think this is needed. This is just a Disney die head, Disney Mickey head. I can't speak today. A Mickey head die. And it's packed in another one. So that's what it looks like. I just thought I'd make a cute little decoration in a Disney album. And this was, I didn't write down the price. I'll put the price on the screen. All right, this was $4.88, and it's called a book frame die. It's from Alina Craft. And yeah, it's basically it's just a book. So it makes like a little flat book. So you could put anything for the title of the book, but I just thought it was really cute. This is what it makes. And they're not 3D, I don't think. I think they're just flat. All right, and this, somehow I got 2 Mickey heads. I don't know how I did that, but it was $1.26. I marked this one. I must have already had it in my cart and I didn't notice, and I put it in again, and sometimes I don't see that the quantity has changed. This was $2.21, I think. Can't quite tell what that last number was that I wrote there. But it's a silhouette of Winnie the Pooh characters. And again, I just thought this would be cute in a journal as a decoration. So it's just really cute. And this one is really cute. This was a clock, $3.38. I thought that was really pretty. It was this way. Yeah. Just a pretty little decoration. And then I picked up this layering die of flowers. So you can make some 3D looking flowers. just by layering these pieces, and you can always use a brad or something for the middle. Oh, and this was $2.32. And then I picked this up. This was $4.31. This is makes a little, not a suitcase, but a purse. So again, I'll put a picture of what it makes. I don't know why this came separately, but right. And then this is just a little envelope with a peak hole. And it's 2 sizes. And it just folds over and it makes like a little window. And this was $3.11. And then the last dies were Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. So Raggedy Ann and Andy. Or Raggedy Ann and Andy, I don't know. Andy, yeah, this is Andy, this is Ann. These were $2. So Andy was $2.36 and Ann was $2.37. She was a penny more. She's worth more. So I just thought these were really cute. These would be really cute in a little kid's book. Oopsies and pieces. There's his hair. Alright, those were the dies. So moving on, I did get some envelope pockets. And they are multicolored. These were, I didn't write down the price. I did get 3 of them. Or did I get 4? No, I must have gotten 3. I didn't write the price down. I'll put it on the screen. But my thought was to use these in journals, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So I was thinking I could take this part of it and run the binder through here and then coil it with the rest of the book, and then it would be in the book, and you can just use these little zip pouches in the books. I don't know if that will work with these. We'll see. I did buy these from, I think I bought these from Amazon. I don't remember, but I got these that are like a mesh kind of thing. But I was thinking these might work better. I wasn't sure which ones would work, so I did get, yeah, this is from Amazon. So I did get 2 of these. These from Temu and then those from Amazon. So I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use, but I'm thinking I want to do something in the journals with a little zipper pocket or zipper pouch. So, variety of colors on these. I don't know if I showed you all the colors. There's orange, darker blue, this lighter blue, the black, and the yellow. And they're all the same, but I bought a quantity of 3 packages of these. Alright, and then I did pick these up. These are just too big to use for the journals that I'm making now, but in the future, maybe I can use them. They're $4.20 for 30 pieces. But that's what these look like. And then they have this little weird little zipper. it's a little plastic. But anyway, it will hold quite a bit. So, and I think these could definitely be run through a coiling machine. So 30 of those for $4.20. All right, moving on. Well, I did get 4 of them, and I wrote the price on this on the 4th one that I didn't take it, obviously. $2.01. So I got 4 of them. And then I picked up these envelopes. Again, I just wasn't sure what would work in these journals, so I got a variety. And these were $2.37. There's 10 pieces in here. And they are a lot smaller, but they're almost like a Ziploc bag. But these would, I think, fit, maybe. No, these are too big. These are 7 inches long, so these wouldn't work either. But for the future, I like to be prepared in case when I'm making something, I need something and I have it here and don't have to wait for it to arrive. All right, and then I picked up some clothespins and some paper clips. Let's dump this out. Oh, there's a lot in here. Is that it? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So I picked up some paper clips. So this little one was $1.85, and there's 10 pieces in here. And they packaged it so you can't see the design. But they're a little cactus. I thought these were really cute. I wish I got 2 of those now. So 10 of those. And I did get another cactus. Oh, I did get 2. Oh, I'm smarter than I thought. I'm joking. I'm not. I did buy 2 of those. So I have 2 of the cactus. And I got another one that's cactus. Here it is. That was $1.73 with 1 price adjustment. This was Happy Face Cactus. Can grab onto this to open it. There we go. I'm thinking it was supposed to come like these. And they shoved it in this little bag. Interesting. Anyway, I hope there's nothing wrong with them. But that's what those look like. They all have glasses on. Alright, I'll worry about that later. Hard getting that back in there. And then I just picked up a variety of these little mini clothespins. And these are all for journals, to put into journals. It's kind of decoration. But they are pretty small. And there's just a variety of colors. These were $2.73. It doesn't say how many. If it says on the listing, I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, there's white, dark blue, light blue, pink, red, purple, green. Just a variety. Nice variety of colors. All right, and then I picked these up. These are $3.36, and there are 30 pieces in here, but they're all hearts. Just little heart paper clips. Or paper clips. Pins, clothespins. Yeah, just a whole variety of different colors, and these are really pretty. 30 pieces. Okay. And then I got these because I was thinking about using these as the covers for the journals. So these were $5.13 with 2 price adjustments, and they are 40 pieces of 6.3 inches by 4.3 inches. And these will be too small, I just realized. I did get a big package from Amazon. And I've been using these because I can cut these down. I actually need them to be 4.5 by 6 because I added tabs to the side and I want them to go out to the tabs. And when I ordered these, I hadn't made the decision to use them, add the tabs. So yeah, they won't work for what I'm working on now, but they could work on something later in the future. So they're just clear like acrylic PVC for the covers of journals. Right, and then I got this cactus clip. This was 92 cents. This is for me. I just thought it was really pretty. It's just a little clip. All right, and then I picked up this trim. This was $3.25. There's 100 of them in here. So I guess it's not really trim, it's just decoration, but you could use it too. They're just little butterflies in different colors. I think there's 4 or 5 colors in here. This is really pretty blue. And then there's this yellowish, I guess could be considered maybe more of a gold. I don't know. Because then they also have silver. I can grab a silver. Some of them got folded over. But when you adhere them, that shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, it looks like 5 colors, but these are just really pretty. I think they're more like an applique kind of thing. But those are really pretty. 100 pieces in there. And these were $1.82. 20 pieces. They're little mushrooms, like a little mushroom applique. And there's a couple different colors. And then you get the pink with the brown. And we've got the yellow with the brown. Yeah, these are pretty. These will make nice little decorations. Right, and here's some paper clips. These are for the Bible journals that I make, the prayer journals. And these were $1.76, and they're little cross paper clips. There are 18 pieces in here. And then I did get a few beads in this order. These are embroidered, or they're not really crocheted. They're just kind of thread wound around these little beads. So they're like little spacer beads, but they're different colors. Oh, that one's kind of crappy. So there's this color, the green one. I guess there's just 3 colors. Oh, no, here's a different color. You can get to it. That little color. So $3.13 for 20 of these. I thought they'd make nice little spacer beads for some of the beaded pens or keychains, things like that. And then I did get some acrylic focal beads. These are, I thought, would be cute to sell at the craft fairs. Use a $3.23 for 5 pieces, but they're school bus. So maybe you want to give something somewhat inexpensive just for your school bus driver. So it says, "Thank you for always going the extra mile," with the whole school bus on it. And there were 5 of those. So I was going to make some beaded pins with those. All right, and then these beads were $2.25, and these are 8mm. And it just says green series. I just thought these were really pretty. So that's nice. And then these came all from the same seller, and I got different sizes. And starting with these were 6mm. And it says about 57 pieces for $2.62. And they're all the same kind of shades, except for the last one, which I don't understand. Because they were all supposed to be the same. So here's the 6mm. Really pretty variety of colors. And it says about 57, is that what I said? Yeah, about 57 pieces. And then here's the 8mm. These were $3.45. And it says about 43 pieces. And then these are the 10, which were $3.90, and it says about 34 pieces. And that's what those look like. So let's take a look at these. There's the 6, and there's the 8. All the same shades, right? Here's the 12mm, about 29 pieces. Do these look the same to you? Let's pull those back up. No pinks at all in there. There were no purples in the others, but there's a purple in the 12. And there's just different shades. So that was disappointing. I wanted the matching ones. But it is what it is, right? So anyway, 12mm, did I say how much those were? $2.77. They were cheaper, but you don't get as many. All right, and then the last thing from this order is this pack of Mickey Mouse cards. These were $4.44 with one price adjustment. And let me try to get these open. Okay, let's pack up, maybe. Okay. They're all the same on the back, Mickey. But they are different. Oh no, they're not all the same. Some of them are. Okay, so some of them have this one on the back. So, all right, so let's take a look at some of these. They're not playing cards, they're just little design cards with Mickey and Minnie and I guess the gang. But I thought these would be cute for decoration for a Disney journal. Got a couple Christmas ones in there. That one's cute. Yeah, these are nice. I like these. These are worth it. There's a lot of them in here. I don't know if it says how many are in the package. It says 60 Mickey Mouse cards and 32 stickers. And these were the stickers. So. That one's cute. Yeah, I like these. These are nice. Now let's see the other back. These are any different. I like that one. Yeah, these are different. Yeah, these are definitely worth it if you do a lot of journaling or if you just like Mickey Mouse. All right, so that was my Temu haul. They are starting to come in hot and heavy now. It took a while to get some of these, so I will have some more hauls coming up. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.